London. Let's go to Sarupa then in Harrow, who's called into the show. Sarupa, so nice to speak to you. What are your thoughts? Do you agree with Rich, some of the other callers I've had earlier on, that waking up early is the best way to go? Or are you the polar opposite?
I'm the polar opposite. I mean, I'm all for choice. I think people should wake up when they want to wake up. But I just think this 5 a.m. or sometimes even 4 a.m. people talk about is like a rule that's unnecessary, you know, because when you look at people that do it or talk about how brilliant it is, CEOs of companies, they're always looking at their emails at 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. And I just think, what a depressing way to start the day. You know, I just think we have life's already stressful, and having that kind of, if I don't get up at 5 a.m., I can't be really serious about my life and my success and my career or, you know, everything I want to get done, I think is a real silent, stressful way to live.
Yeah. And is it also, therefore, if you are forcing yourself to be up at 5 a.m. in the morning and then you don't do this checklist of things, does it then set you up for the day of feeling guilty and you just end up having a day of guilt that you didn't get the stuff done at 5 o'clock? Because you could still get it done later on in the day.
Yeah, of course, because people do. You know, more people get things done you can get things done at any time of the day. But I think it does. And I think it also puts pressure on people that perhaps are feeling more anxious about their own life, that maybe, you know, somebody can say to them, oh, well, you need to get up early. You know, there is that saying, isn't there? You've got to get up early in the morning to catch me out or something like that, you know. So you add pressure to people, and not everybody can wake up early. Naturally, I'm a night bird. You know, I am somebody that kind of gets this second wind, and I really enjoy doing things a bit later. Plus, I like going out. A lot of my friends who get up early are the most boring people because I can't even ring them at 8:30 because they're asleep.
Oh, I've gone to bed now. I've had my herbal tea and I'm in bed. Oh gosh.
And they're even on a Friday when they don't necessarily have work, they're just tired because they've been kind of running on this really tight schedule of, I must do this and I must do that, and you're just there thinking, oh my God, when do we have fun?
I'm so intrigued. Okay, so what do you do for a living? Because I wonder if that plays any part into you not wanting to wake up and be part of the 5 a.m. club then. I
mean, I'm a well-being expert and I do spiritual business mentoring. And I think that, you know, in my years of experience, I just think there's all these fads that come out, you know, whether it was green juice or, you know, you have to do like 2 hours of meditation in order to even be fit for anything. And a lot of it is just nonsense, but it just adds a lot of pressure to people. And it's finding your own natural rhythm is really, really important. And particularly as I'm kind of getting to be an older woman, but nobody can see how older I'm getting, luckily. But, you know, our hormones play such havoc that sometimes I don't want to wake up. And I actually have one day a week where I don't have any morning appointments, so that if I want to sleep, I can, because a lack of sleep makes us more ratty. Right. It's just, and we all know by the time we're being ratty, that stress has probably been building in us for a lot longer, because stress is that silent killer.
Sarupa, that is so interesting, because I mean, I could quite literally murder my husband if I haven't had a good night's sleep. I mean, I am the rattiest. I will tell you that hands down. That resonates with me. But also what I am intrigued by, and I'm so glad, because being a well-being expert, here's me thinking you'd be saying, no, Shay, you've got to be up at 4 a.m. and 5 a.m.
No.
But actually, there is a lot to be said in understanding your, as you call it, rhythm. I quite like that.
And if you look at the sun, you know, I think the sun doesn't just rise. I mean, when they say sun rises at, you know, say it might be at 5:06, I don't know when it is at the moment, but it doesn't just appear. It rises in the way when we all go to watch a sunset, it kind of takes its time going down. So there is that, you know, it's got a rhythm to it. And I think, you know, there are some times when I am up early, you know, especially if I haven't closed the curtains properly in my room, you know, the sun's coming in and then you're fine. But I think it's about choice and not feeling that it's a aspiration for humans to show and prove how brilliant you are because you've mastered waking up early as a rule.
So go on,
and I think it's quite privileged, isn't it, as well? Because so many mums can't do it. If you wake up early, you're going to make more sandwiches. You're going to have to sort out prepared dinner, before
So
you've even
true.
had your toast, it's like, sometimes it's better not to wake up early because you'll be doing the washing and the laundry and those sort of things.
I love you are my new best friend. I love what you're saying because you're absolutely right. Because as soon as I'm up, the checklist begins, doesn't it? It's the checklist of I need to get this done. Oh, I haven't yet done the folding, and now I need to make sure that the fruit's been cut. You are absolutely right.
Exactly. Oh, and I've got a bit of time. I might also do a little bit of ironing. Whatever it is. So there is this kind of privilege for people waking up saying, well, I woke up at 4 o'clock and I did all my emails for the day. I mean, come on, we get emails at any time of the day anyway.
Super. Give me details of the business if anyone, because I think people are going to want to talk to you. A wellbeing expert who's saying it's okay if you wake up at 7 rather than 5 a.m.
Yeah,
I am loving it.
Find what your nature is. It's much more important. And actually, sometimes I say to people, deliberately sleep in. Do not wake up. Go back to bed, because sometimes we have to break our own routines. So that we get out of the rut that we're in.
Yeah.
So actually, we need to surprise ourselves by doing things differently. But yeah, I love writing. I've got my blog, and I work with people.
What's the blog then? What's the website? Go on.
thesoulagentblog.com and thesoulagency.com. And there in the Soul Agent blog, I share a lot of things around wellness and things. And I kind of like put my own, what I call spiritual twist, shake and stir on it all.
A shake and stir that I think everyone needs. Sarupa, so lovely speaking to you. You've really made my day. Thanks for calling in. Sarupa saying, Shay, you need to find your own rhythm. It's okay if you don't wake up at 5 a.m. 0800 73